it's Michael here for the Guitar Shop, and today I've got something rather special for you all. This is a guitar that's made not of wood but of carbon fiber. You might have heard or seen some videos about it on the internet, but I like to go in depth on what this guitar is all about. This guitar is created by the Lava Music company, and it comes in two forms at this point. The Freeboost version, the non-Freeboost version, and then there's a few models. And I'm reviewing the Freeboost version today, which has a built-in preamp with some effects in it. That being said, right behind me are the Lava ME2 versions. They are a small 3/4 of a size guitar, and this is a full-sized Lava ME2 Pro, and I'll tell you the differences about those in just a bit. Before we start off, let me just tell you that I'm running this guitar directly into my interface through the jack output, and I'm also micing up everything so that you can also hear what it sounds like in the room, because it's got quite the sound to it as well. I might add a little bit of reverb to match the reverb that's coming out of here, because that's one of the cool features. This guitar has built-in effects. More on that in just a bit. So what is this all about? This guitar is completely made out of carbon fiber, and my dirty fingers on there. I'm gonna try and explain everything to you as good as possible. What we're looking here at the top, this is something they call the Breathe Net Honeycomb. It's basically a very strong way of how to compose the body so that it withstands a lot of temperature falling and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's made completely out of carbon fiber. Actually, it's called the Airsonic Super Carbon Fiber because they made a guitar like this a while back, and this is the improved version on that, which actually they say, I think it's 20% stronger and 15% lighter as well. I think that this is the point where we start to think about who's this guitar for, because it's probably the ideal guitar to travel with. The ideal guitar for the traveling, the playing musician who either gigs a lot, doesn't want to bring an entire pedal board, or someone who wants to bring a guitar that will withstand any type of humidity or temperature. And that's right where we hit on the next point, and that's the fact that this guitar can withstand up to minus 20 degrees Celsius and plus 90 or 95, anywhere in between that, plus degrees Celsius. So the coldest place on the planet, probably not the coldest, but it can withstand the hottest place on the planet. And no matter where you are or where you go, this guitar will not move a muscle. What I mean by that is that normally wood is very receptive to the humidity and to the moisture and everything, and this guitar will stay completely in tune, and it will not move at all because of the fact that it's made out of carbon fiber. Pretty cool. It's really innovative technology when you think about it. Like, the guitar has been a very traditional instrument for years and years and years. Fenders have been trying out some new stuff. Gibson has been trying out some new stuff, but it's always a little bit of a tweak on what they already had. Just a little tweak on the traditional design, which I guess is fine in a way, but this is really a different way of thinking about it. It's a really beautiful made instrument. It's plecked, actually. If you don't know what that is, it means that the frets and everything is set up by a machine in such a way that it's as perfect as can be for a guitar like this. So straight out of the box, when I opened it, it was perfectly in tune. The setup was incredible. Yeah, it's really a step forward, I think, about approaching what a guitar can be, because I love wood guitars. I only own wood guitars, but I think that this might actually change my mind on how to view the guitar itself, which is not something that has happened in a long time. So this ME2 Pro that I have right here comes in two colors, and it comes in either gold or space gray, and this is the black gold version. It's actually more like a copper thingy going on, I guess. Yeah, let me just show you a few of these controls, because in here is a very cool system that they collaborated on with LR Bags. It's got a preamp in here with a mix control. So inside of here is a piezo and a microphone, and it allows you to blend between the two. And I will let you hear some samples of the differences between those two. There's also a built-in reverb and a built-in delay and chorus. So anything acoustic guitarists might want to have, it's all in here. And it sends it out through the jack, but it also produces the same effects through the Soundhole. So I'm gonna try and make this demonstratable for you, because once you plug it in, it only goes to the jack output. So to make this audible for you all, let me just put that mix control in the center, turn the reverb slightly up, and then turn the volume all the way up. And this is the direct output. So right now you are supposed to be hearing reverb. I can't hear it at this point. That's one thing that I was thinking about. Yeah, I understand why they do it this way, because when you're playing live, you don't want these effects to come out of here as well, but I'm not sure if it's recording right now, but I think it is. So let me unplug that jack for you. And then I'm gonna turn up this reverb. Oh yeah, and now I have to turn it back on, which is done by holding down the volume button. There's a click, and there we go. And now we should get some reverb. I'll try and make this as audible for you as possible. Maybe add a little bit of delay, which is very audible. Which could be probably my only complaint about the guitar when I think about it, is the fact that it's sometimes, oh no, there's one more. It's sometimes a little bit too soft, the sound that's coming straight out of the Soundhole. Because when I'm strumming like this, I'm not registering the effects until I stop playing and hear the delay ringing out. But I get the idea, just you being able to practice with those effects unplugged wherever you want, and then when you go out on stage, you just plug it in and you have everything the way that you want. One other thing that's slightly annoying, I think, is when you are holding it like this, and I'm playing for you right now, because of the fact that this body is very round shaped, more on that in just a bit, it kind of tends to slide down. But I'm guessing this is really thought to be some guitars for people who play around a lot, standing up. I'm not sure. That's the only thing, but once I'm sitting like this, it's fine. It's not going anywhere, and I haven't really noticed it at all when I was recording and playing. Ever so slightly, sometimes it just tends to slide down a bit. Well, that being said, let's talk a little bit about this neck. This neck shape, we call it the fly neck. So it's really, it's not too fat. I think it's like a, it reminds you of a slim C shape, if that it means anything to you. But the cool thing about it, and I think the interesting, is that there is no truss rod in here. The fact that there's no truss rod in here is because of the fact that it's carbon fiber. It doesn't matter if it's -20 or +90 degrees, it doesn't move. So it doesn't have to be adjusted anymore. It's really like mind-boggling when you think about it. You have to get your guitar set up pretty much at least once half a year if you live in a place where it goes from warm temperature to cold and everything in between. And this can just take it all. It's pretty cool. Yeah, let's a little bit more about the aesthetics. There's a little QR code on the back which you can scan, which brings you to the manual on the website, I think, which is pretty nice. And I think it goes in line with the fact that it looks so new age shaped. And because of the new age features, there is a USB port on the back here, a USB-C, and this is done to charge this controller in here, to charge the preamp and all the effects. So there's no batteries, nothing is needed, and it can all be done through that USB cable. So you do have to charge your guitar before you start playing. Anyway, it also comes with a really nice, cool little goodie bag, which has a cable to charge it. It doesn't come with a little like a block to plug it into the wall, but we all have tons of those lying around these days, so the cable's fine. It also comes with a few lava picks. It really feels like a premium package when you open it. You know, it's like the guitar looks really smooth with all these rounded edges, and it comes in a really nice sturdy case, bag kind of thing, and it comes with a few goodies. It really feels like a premium product, I guess. Let's take a quick look at all the aesthetics and all the things that are on here. So I'm holding the Lava ME2 Pro, and this one has 2 knobs and a turbo button. And the turbo button is basically the boost, so like a boost pedal, I guess, but then it's just built in right here. The first knob is an effects knob, which is just a blend of the amount of the effect, and that goes for the chorus and the delay. Then there's a volume knob, that's the amount of volume going out, either out of the body here or out of the jack output over here. Then on the inside you have a level control for the reverb amount, and you have a mix control which allows you to mix between the piezo and the mic that are in here, and there's a switch which allows you to choose between delay and chorus. So this effects blend knob correlates to whether it's on delay or it's on chorus. When it's on delay though, it becomes clickable. It becomes a tap tempo button. So that's actually pretty neat. You are able to, I'm not sure if we can make this happen. Maybe the best way to let you hear this is through the plug. So let me just turn that reverb down a little bit, and there should be delay right now. Once again, I can hear it, pretty sure you can. And once I tap it, it changes. So that's a pretty cool feature. It's really like an all-in-one package. They try to cram as much in here as possible, which I think is cool. I do think that they went the right way and did not put too much in it. So that's a good thing. That being said, it also has a small LED on here which shows you whether the battery is charged or not. Right now it's flashing red, which tells me that I didn't charge it enough before starting this video. Then it turns bright green when it is charged, and it turns blue when it's charging. And then the turbo button also has a little LED on there, which turns green to show you that you have your boost on, which is nice to have when you're playing live. So let's just look at the differences between this ME2 Pro and the smaller ME2 one. So this is the Lava ME2. It also has the Freeboost option, which means that you can amplify it just the way that the Pro version does, only it has a little bit of a different UI. It has 3 turnable knobs instead of just 2 and a turbo boost, which is something that this guitar doesn't have. So it doesn't have the boost option, but it does have the volume, the effects level, and the reverb on top over here. On the Pro version, the reverb knob is on the inside. It also still has the option to choose between delay and chorus, and the effects knob does not have a tap tempo. So that's the only minor differences between these guitars. Other than that, it's the same build construction. The top is a bit different. It doesn't have that breed net honeycomb, but it's 100% carbon fiber, really strong. Same stuff going on with the neck. No truss rod in there, just 2 carbon fiber rods to enhance the stability anywhere you are. And what I think is pretty cool is that these guitars are all set up with Elixir strings, so which is also a string that is very good for longevity, which is the same for this guitar. You know, it's really made to be endurable, so it makes sense to have an endurable string on there. Because of the fact that it's plecked, like I said before, the string height on here is just perfect. I believe it's on 2.1, and normally you want to be anywhere between 2 and 2.5 maximum if you like high action. So this is just perfect. I grabbed it out of the box just like the Pro version, and it was completely tuned. It was cold because it's pretty cold outside here, but perfectly tuned. Did not need a setup at all, which I think is pretty amazing. And when you think about it, you know, the guitar has been traditional for a long time, and to finally see some of this technology yeah, being integrated into an instrument really makes you think about the instrument in a different way, I guess. And it's not too weird in any way. It doesn't make it a completely different instrument. It just enhances it in a lot of ways, I think. So all in all, if you're looking for a guitar that'll last for years and years to come, you cannot go wrong with these guitars. They are the ideal travel guitar. They are small, at least these ones are. The other one is a normal